and elite wide receivers, and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. So Alabama's offense has the ball first today. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Snowed under by the defense.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
He'll take it himself, and he'll slide after picking up the first down.
Well, there are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
That's caught. It's Williams. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He slings it deep to the left. And that pass is caught at the 25. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Georgia Tech's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking for a man. It's King. Got it set up on the outside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Going right to work up top. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running under.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're scaring at third.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Toss sweep to the left. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play race.
And if you start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? Passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
He spins that thing down the middle. Off to the races. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's King. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Trying to beat him to the left. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Gets it out fast. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Wants to throw, it's Russell. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Handoff to the single running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on second down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stockton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They'll try the run. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Russell. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Snags a quick pass on the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
On the ground with the counter. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Russell. Got his man on the outside. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. catch in the middle. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll throw on third and short. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Russell. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Bernard. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Alabama pushing the tempo. Shotgun snap on third down. He turns that loose down the right side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Yellow Jackets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They punt it away on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass, it's Russell. Gets it out quickly. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's going up top. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on third. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man through three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the fifth oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. It's gone. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Complete downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on first down. He'll pull it on the read.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to... Time
running out, and he goes down at the 34. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Daron Paynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They try to get it outside on the left. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll go to the toss. Find some fresh air. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
It seems so inviting trying to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Immediately fires to the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
3rd and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to...
Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's King. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Here comes that Alabama offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller.
Pulls it in down the sideline. There he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Kennesaw State is currently up big right now. I got to think Cobb County is ready to party long into the night.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Here's the give off the left side. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Looking for a man. It's King. Gets it to him on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll send the back in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Here he goes. Touchdown, Bama! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Punts it out of the air. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's King. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Patterson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
He's got it, first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's King. Finds his tight end. He's loose. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, this They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stockton. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Grabbed behind the line. It's Powell. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small.
Looking for a huge play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him.
Oh, he can't get it out of there. It's blocked. And the returner is stopped.
And you got to give the special teams coach a lot of credit. He's been game planning this all week long. They saw something on film that made him believe they might be able to get some push and get some penetration right up the middle of the field, and it worked. Huge play on the block punt.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. And you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options. They're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or 2 to answer about that decision. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Rushes on him. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the back. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And the ball's on the ground. And he was able to get back on top of it. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Looks as if we have an injury. That last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wideout. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in 4th down territory. It's 4th and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in 4th and short.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is strong. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Get ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
That's caught. It's Bernard. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To the air, it's King. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Yellow Jackets need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And down he goes back at the 3. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. After this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. When you know you have a team out